2 years old and still needing help. Okay. Now, first of all, you do need help and you're not getting the answers you need. I can't stress enough that your child at 2 should not have issues with the breath-swallow ratio. It really has to be your first step. If I suddenly have COPD or those kind of things where my breath swallow is impaired, I can't run a company anymore. When you're going back to or have not mastered your foundational milestones of breathing, heart functions, or balance, which again falls a lot, the progression of development is halted to life support skills, and it shouldn't be. I know you're going through genetics, but I don't hear the conversations that you're going through structure. I would be adding an ear, nose, and throat to your dance card to look for, make sure laryngomalacia or you don't have enlarged adenoids, ears, and so forth, that inflammation that's going on, and also to gastro. To see why the breath-swallow ratio just isn't cleared by now. It shouldn't have trouble with those skills. So let me tell you, if I'm fighting for my breath or my breath-swallow, I'm not talking. You know what I mean? Like I'm working on breathing first and then swallow second. If I can't breathe and I need to swallow, then the swallow stops because I need to concentrate on breathing. And that this is where you have to get at. I would look into my head, the feeding course. It's something you'll probably have to do with him when he's sleeping. And this is what's great about doing the parent courses, because you can do all that and see what's going on. But there's something going on there. And when you're saying the genetic testing, who's running it? Are you actually with a geneticist, or are you with a neurologist, or you're general peds? And so that's what needs to be looked at there. Again, a lot of people are looking for the bullet. Mitochondrials are really hard to catch. Literally, you could do a muscle skin biopsy here and the mito's there. It's just some mitochondrials, because they have a DNA replica of like 17 times up to our normal DNA replications, depending on the mito. But some you don't actually catch on those. They're getting better at it till literally like they're 10, 15, because it's sort of like, again, catching cancer. Let's say I have a cancer cell here, but your biopsy here. It's going to show I don't have cancer, even though technically I do. I'm not trying to use that reference of cancer, but just the analogy of it that people can understand a bit better. And so mito testing really young, unless a child's in muscle fatigue or muscle regression, it's going to be really hard to find those characteristics in your child that you're looking for. I would go up the food chain. I know it's a lot of work to go to all these doctors, but having a breath-swallow ratio issue and stuff, like I said, and when you're protecting, it's sort of like having a long marathon or you're gasping for air swimming in a swimming pool. You're not having long conversations or writing a book on Harry Potter. The conversational English just doesn't come. And so when he has to do all those things, it's just too much. And then on top of that, if you're going into a fall when you're trying to talk, it's even more so. And that can be a problem there.